All right, if you don't mind, please drop me a comment. Let me know if this was helpful or not, what you liked, what you didn't like. Appreciate the feedback, love constructive criticism. If I'm going to go through the trouble to make a video, I might as well do one that has some utility. So thanks for watching, and let me know how you feel. Wildflower, why? Old scratchy records in the background of our life, still here dancing to all this time, wildflowers and wine. So a couple people have commented on my my YouTube page asking for a tutorial on the song Wildflowers and Wine by Marcus King, my arrangement of that. Marcus is a beast, and I'm not a great guitar player, so I had to dumb this down quite a bit to suit my needs. So it's really not that sophisticated. There are 2 sections of the song and then 3 licks to work on. So we'll dive right in to the verse. So this is in the key of G, and it's basically all bar chords based on a couple of different positions. This would be position 4 if you're familiar with the caged system, which is an E shape, moved up to the 3rd fret to make it a G. So that's where we start. Wildflowers. And then we'll walk up, starting on the 5th fret of the 6th string. So this is an A. We're going to walk up chromatically from there. A, B flat, and then I'll slide into this B. And this is actually a major 3rd here. Normally this would be a minor chord in diatonic harmony, but it's a major chord, and I'm going to play it as a dominant 7th. So rather than this same E shape, rather than hearing this, I'm going to lift my pinky, and you're going to still be barring that 7th fret on the 4th string, so it's going to be a dominant 7 chord. So this is a B major. So once again, and then you're going to slide up another 1/2 fret, same E shape, and I'm just going to play this again just as a straight. This is going to be a C now, a C major. Old scratchy records, and this is where it gets a little interesting. So from there, you're going to come down here to the 5th string, 4th fret. We're going to, again, do a chromatic walk up. There's a lot of that in this arrangement. So on the 4th fret, 5th string, up to the 5th fret, 5th string, and then again, I like to slide into this. And this is let's see, E flat, I guess, dominant 7 chord here. So it's this same C shape in the open position, slid up here to the 6th fret to make it an E flat. So that's what the E flat major would sound like. But we're going to add this note, which is 3rd string, 6th fret. So that chord is going to sound like this. And I only play those 4 strings on here. So don't play the top string, you'll mute that. And don't play this 1st string, you'll mute that. So all together then, that sounds like this. Why? Old scratchy records in the background of our life. Okay, then we'll go back down to that G. And then we're going to walk up to, this is a E minor 7, so that would be your 6th chord in the key of G, which E minor is your 6th chord. So you could play it down here if you wanted to. I play it up here. So that is, come up here to 5th string, 5th fret, 6th fret, then slide into the 7th fret and play that major 7, which down here would be that A major 7 or A minor 7 shape. Sorry, minor, but we're going to play it up here on the 7th fret. And then you're going to do a chromatic walk down to the 2 chord, which is an A minor or an A minor 7 in this case. So we're going to drop from the 5th string down here to the 6th string, and come down from the 7th fret to the 6th fret to the 5th fret, and you can either play a straight A minor or lift up your pinky and play that A minor 7, which is pretty. Okay, so that goes. Then we're going to do another chromatic walk up to the 5 chord, which is a D. So you do that by starting on this C note here, 5th string, 3rd fret, to the 4th fret, to the 5th fret, okay? And again, that shape for a D major would be this, which you could also play in a typical first position, but I play it up here. And then we're going to add this note, like we talked about before. So 3rd string, 5th fret in this case. And so that's like. Alright, and then that brings us back to resolve on this G chord. So that's the whole first part. We'll play that all together. Flower and wine, old scratchy records in the background of our life, still here dancing after all this time, wildflowers and wine. Alright, we'll cover the licks at the end. So then there's only one other main section of the song, and I think it's a bridge. That's kind of what I call it. That starts out on a C chord again, and play that up here on the 8th fret. I can't help it. It's that same E shape in the first position, moved up here to the 8th fret. I can't help it. And then you'll just lift that middle finger here and turn this into a minor chord. So in first position, that's this shape here, moved up to the 8th fret. So, and I can't help it, feeling the way I do. And then you drop down to that G, 3rd fret, that same E shape. And then you'll basically lift up your pinky and turn that into that same dominant 7th chord. Feel it the same way too. Then back up to the 8th fret. Again, same thing. Okay, and then for the walk up on this part, you're going to come down to that 2 chord again and play either this A minor or lift the pinky and play it as that 7th chord. And then slide that up 2 frets, so it's a B minor, up another half fret, and then play the major chord, so a C major, and then one more half fret, so C sharp major, or that would be your flat 5, and then another half step up to make it that D chord, or your 5 chord. So all together that goes, I can't help it, in the way I do. I know you feel it, feeling the same way too. I can't help it, you're all I need tonight. You meaning when I look in your eyes. Wildflower. And that's really, that's the meat of the song right there. So the only thing we have left to do is to go over these guitar licks that tie things together. So if there is a sort of a more simple way to do this, if you don't want to play you could just do a turnaround. So you could go this G, walk up to the C or the 4 chord, back down to the G, to the 5 chord. So that would sound like wildflowers and wine. Walk through fields. But if you want to do the lick after the first verse is okay. So that's all based out of this position 4 in the cage system, and so you're going to be utilizing that position for this little lick. So what you'll do is I start out here on 3rd string 2nd fret and slide up 2 frets to 3rd string 4th fret, and then hop up here 2nd string 3rd fret, back down to 3rd string 4th fret. So, and then this is a little tricky on an acoustic, but come back down 3rd string 2nd fret and bend up a half step. So for just a moment you're touching on that minor third of the song. So instead of this G major sound, you get this bluesy G minor sound. So okay, and then we're gonna pop down here 5th string 3rd fret and do a chromatic walk up again. So 3rd fret, 4th fret, and that's a hammer on. Okay, then 4th string 3rd fret, back to 5th string 5th fret. Okay, and then we will slide up on the 4th string from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, 3rd string 4th fret, 4th string 5th fret, and then 2nd string 5th fret, and again we're going to bend this up. Okay, so you start out on that 5th fret, bend up a half a step, and then back down, and then come back down here 2nd string 3rd fret. So and then I slide into that 5 chord again. And just do this kind of arpeggio on there. That D dominant 7. So all together that sounds like this. So that's the turnaround at the end of the first verse. So the end of the second verse, there's a slight variation on it because it goes into this bridge. So it doesn't go up to the that 5 chord. It comes back to this G. And what I like to do is turn that into a 7th chord so that it leads you into the chorus. So that one is played a little higher on the neck here. It is played in what would be position 1, the G chord in position 1, which is the C shape. Up here, which the root note here would be on the 10th fret. So we're not actually going to hit that note, but this is the shape that I'm playing this lick out of. It slides. So that's what the lick is going to sound like. So we're here, 3rd string, 7th fret, slide up 2 frets to the 9th fret, up here, 2nd string, 8th fret, back down to 3rd string, 9th fret. So, and then we're going to add ring finger here, 2nd string, 10th fret, and again, bend that up, half step and back down, and then come back down here, 2nd string, 8th fret. So, okay, then we're going to come down 3rd string, 10th fret, 3rd string, 10th fret, pull off to the 9th fret, and then here on the 7th fret. So, okay, then we're going to slide up on the 4th string from the 8th fret to the 9th fret, up to 3rd string, 7th fret, down to 4th string, 9th fret, 2nd string, 8th fret, okay, and then we're going to walk up on the 3rd string from the 7th to the 9th, and then here, actually I use my pinky for that, and then I slide that up to the 10th fret. So again, that's that's based out of this G chord, but adding this note here again makes it that dominant 7 chord. So you find those spattered all over this arrangement. Okay, so again that's and that's what takes you into this bridge section. Now, if you wanted to just do a turnaround on that rather than playing the lick, again, that's pretty easy. You start at the G, up to the C, the 4 chord, back to the G, and then lift off that pinky, and then play that 7th chord. So. So that's lick number 2, which really there's only one other thing to cover then, and that's the lick that I end the song on. Wildflowers and wine. Okay, so that one is again played in this position 4, E shape, 3rd fret. You'll start 5th string, 5th fret, slide up to the 7th fret, 5th fret, 4th string, and then back to 7th fret, 5th string, and then you'll come up here to 4th string, 7th fret. Same familiar bend up a half step and then back down, and then come back to the 5th fret on the 4th string. So actually I don't come back to that note, sorry, it's okay. Then I'll pop down here to the 5th string, 3rd fret, and do that hammer-on chromatic walk up. So 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, up here to 4th string, 3rd fret, back here to 5th string, 7th fret. So okay, then back to the 4th string, hammer on here from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, and then back to the 3rd fret, and then down here to the 5th string. And here you do a chromatic walk down from 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. And that just gives you the blue note there, the flat 5. So and then grab this 6th fret on the 6th string, and then I come up and I catch the 5th fret on the 4th string to take us back to what ends up being a G major dominant 7. I like to add that pinky note there if you can reach it and grab it. So all together that sounds like this. That's the whole song. So good luck with that. Hopefully this is helpful to some of the folks that have reached out trying to learn this. And good luck, have fun, cheers.